Namaste. My name is Padmini Pandit and you are watching I Have a Question, a series of interesting and informative conversation that we have with some of the experts, some spiritual beings, some gurus, some passionate people about life, its ways and beyond. Well, they say if you want answers to all your life questions, study Srimad Bhagwad Gita. I have been trying to read and understand Gita for almost 15 years now, and every time I read it, I wish I had an expert or guru with me, so that I could then and there ask him some concepts that I find a bit unsettling or conflicting, sometimes just plain difficult to understand. In fact, that is the reason why if ever I hear about any Gita discourse going on around, I'm always instantly interested in it, and I'm always ready with my list of questions to get answers on. Today happens to be one such day. And I am super happy to be doing this episode of I Have a Question on Gita verses that I seek explanation on. To help us understand Gita better, it's my utmost pleasure and honor to bring you all Sri Swami Krishnadasji, Ji, a chartered accountant, a diamond merchant turned into a renowned spiritual speaker. I'm really excited to be having this conversation with him. Let's welcome Swami Krishnadasji Ji. Thank you so much, Krishnadasji, for talking to us, for agreeing to answering some of our doubts about Gita. Thank you so much and welcome to the show.
And it's my duty and nothing to thank about.
So, like I said, I had a few doubts. I have 3 verses from Gita, which I know I have a lot of questions, but we can't cover them all in one episode. So, the top 3 ranking questions I have with me, I'm going to read them. And if you could just tell us more about it, we'll be very thankful. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. So, the first shlok that I would like to quote is from chapter 12, verse 12, which says, Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat jnanat dhyanam vishishyate dhyanat karma phala tyagas tyagat shantiranantaram.
Tyagat shantiranantaram.
Tyagat shantiranantaram. Alright. So, for the audience, I would like to translate it. Better than mechanical practice is knowledge. Better than knowledge is meditation. Better than meditation is renunciation of fruits of actions. For peace immediately follows such renunciation. So, I think bachpan se we've been told by our parents, and I tell it as a parent to my kids that karm karo, phal ki apeksha mat karo. Do your job with full dedication, and if you don't attach yourself to the result or don't expect the result, that's the right way to gaining peace. So मुझे बस एक ही क्वेश्चन इसमें आता है कि I completely understand this as far as in the capacity of doing a good act or a good deed or donation. I completely understand that you don't expect anything in return. But as a student or as an employee or as in my workspace, I think, isn't it really positive to set a goal that, okay, I want this promotion or I want to go to this level and I'm going to work towards it. How to withdraw the result or the action's fruit while I'm doing the action, when I'm in a very practical world. This is what I would really like to ask you.
Practically, I don't think anywhere in the Gita it has been said that you don't work for your goal.
Yeah, but don't attach yourself to the results of the goal.
Yes. You work for a goal. Put your best effort.
Correct.
Whether it is spirituality or your workspace or material world. You work as hard as you want to work.
Yeah.
Even though, okay, I am working for a promotion. I am doing my best. Now your problem is, there are 2 things in this action. One, how am I working?
Right.
Second, my goal. Your concern is whether I should have a goal and work for it, or whether I should just work and forget the goal.
Correct.
So first thing we should take is, how am I working?
Okay.
Tomorrow is Makar Sankranti.
Correct.
We'll fly kites.
Yes.
Not here, but we will fly kites. Tell me one thing. As a kid, when you used to, somebody flies a kite. There are many people flying kites.
Absolutely.
You go to your terrace.
Yes.
You fly a kite.
Correct.
What do you think?
When I'm flying a kite?
You start flying the kite.
Yeah.
There are other kites
I want them all.
Yeah.
Even if I don't get them all, I don't want mine to sink at least.
Yes. Okay. Then what you do is, there's a person flying, you go and
Yeah, you have the page.
And why? Reason?
Because
You
you want
want
to
to
soar higher, you want to
Cut that
get
person's.
them. Yeah.
So, just think, where are we going? I am flying a kite. Instead of enjoying my kite, my whole mind and my whole kriya and my whole attention is towards cutting somebody else's kite.
True.
This is what has become of our thinking now.
Okay.
I want a promotion,
I got your point. Yeah.
but I have been taught in the world that my promotion depends on how many heads I can put my foot and go ahead. You enjoy your kite. You have forgotten enjoying your kite. You are just more concerned with cutting somebody else's kite.
Agreed.
And in the action of trying to cut somebody else's kite, you have a risk of your kite being cut.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
So you are taking that risk unnecessarily.
I agree. So in a scenario where I'm enjoying my kite flying and I'm not concerned about others, but of course there are others who are trying to cut me down, what should be my attitude?
तुझे बेगानी क्या पड़ी तू अपनी सुध ले. In our Braj Vrindavan we say this. तुझे बेगानी क्या पड़ी तू अपनी सुध ले. Yani, why are you concerned with other people's actions?
So-
At least make your actions good.
Okay.
Leave it to them. Na? If they want to be that way, let them be that way. Just because somebody is that way, I will also behave that way. That means you are putting the key to your happiness in somebody else's pocket.
Right.
I will behave as that man behaves or that person behaves. That means you have no sense for yourself.
So I
I
focus
am
on
good.
my goal.
I am good because I am good.
Correct.
Does not depend on the other person.
I agree.
If it depends on the other person, then my life is controlled by somebody else.
Yeah.
My actions are controlled by somebody else.
Correct.
You work for your goal. Nobody is saying don't work for your goal. But I work best for my goal in the best available
Resources and best
resources that I
possible.
have in a proper way without a concept of damaging XYZ and moving ahead.
Yeah.
Work as best as you want. Even having a goal is not a problem. Our problem is we want our actions to be rewarded exactly as I have thought they should be rewarded. Even if it is 1% less, I am not happy.
Okay.
What we are taught here is, it's not that don't have a goal. You work for your goal in material life, fine. But as our Pujya Ma says, hope for the best. You work, put your effort, hope for the best and be prepared for the worst.
Right.
Both things should be there. Our problem is I just hope for the best. And when something which I have decided I want and it doesn't come to me, then I'm in a mess. I worked so hard and still I didn't get. He did not work harder and he got a good result. That is his problem. Why are you worried about it? You worked hard. You did your best. Fine. It was not in your destiny to get that goal. Fine. Be prepared. We youngsters are not prepared for the worst. We just want the best for us. If you have that balance, hope for the best, be prepared for the worst. Do an effort, don't try to cut somebody else's kite. Go forward. Nobody has ever lost anything in life by being good. Temporarily you will feel, but in the long run, it pays. So nobody is saying don't have a goal. Have a goal, work for it, but don't insist. There is no insistence that this goal should be achieved.
I get you. I'll not forget the kite example for sure. So every time I have doubts, because we know these things, but time and again, I don't know why, when you are living life in the routine, you always forget it. And
Because when we were students,
Yeah.
Revision.
Yeah. You need revision. I agree.
I used to study, but even at the last moment, you need revision.
Revise. You need to revise it.
Similarly,
Yeah.
spirituality needs revision.
I like
If you
that.
don't revise it every day,
I agree.
if you don't wipe your TV every day,
Yeah. Yeah.
there is dust all over it.
Yeah.
You can't see the picture. You need to clean the screen every day to get the dust out. Similarly, the dust gathering here needs to be cleaned every day by our daily routine of prayers, daily routine of satsang, daily routine of spirituality. Revision is very necessary. We think we heard and we know, we don't know.
We need to get some mind dusting done every single day.
Yes, definitely.
Alright, Swamiji, moving on to the next verse. This verse is from chapter 2, verse 20. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचि नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Which translates to, the soul is neither born nor does it ever die, nor having once existed does it ever cease to be. The soul is without birth, eternal, immortal and ageless. It is not destroyed when the body is destroyed. If you could just tell us more about it, because it's a bit... If soul never... then what happens to the soul after I die? What goes with me? Mind and intelligence goes with me? Or...
Man, buddhi, chit, ahankar.
Ahankar goes with me as well?
Obviously.
So when I die, I don't cease to be. I understand that. Because I am not body. I am the soul. But at present
we think we are body.
Correct, yeah. So when I die, I do understand my intelligence is still working. I understand everything which is... I'm asking you, which is going on.
Yeah, give me a doubt.
So as my mind is functioning right now, say if I die at this very moment, my mind is still functioning in a similar way, or it loses its discretional...
Okay. When you have read this shlok, there's a shlok connected to this.
Yes, after this.
Vasansi jirnani.
Okay.
Yatha vihaya. Navani granati naroparani. You have a dress. You bought it from the shop. Very nice. You wore it for many days. Very nice dress. But after a certain amount of time, now you want to throw it away. Give it away.
Correct.
It's gone old.
Right.
What do you do?
I either donate it or just...
Yeah. And buy a
new one.
Are you sad about that?
No,
are you happy about
it?
Are you happy about getting a new one?
Very happy and excited about it.
Because that was old.
Yeah.
No use. It's gone now.
Yeah.
Stone away or whatever. Similarly, the soul takes a body, bees with it, as long as required.
Right.
And as a person changes old clothes to new clothes, the soul changes a old body to a new body. It discards this body, takes another body. And the system is like when you walk, you take a step, so you put a front foot, then you pick up the
next
back foot.
Yeah.
You can't pick up your back foot without putting the front.
Correct.
So when you have a foot, then you pick this up and then walk. Similarly, before leaving this body, the soul has already got the new place where it has to go.
Before it leaves the body.
So it's like you switch on the light.
Yeah.
As soon as you switch on the light, it's just not even a fraction.
Oh.
So it is already decided. The soul is going to go into this. The last moment of the body is different. With soul, it's already put the front foot and then it picks up the back foot. It is never in a limbo.
Really?
How can it be in a limbo? It is very clearly said, Vasansi jirinani yathavihaya. Before you throw away your old dress, you got a new dress, wore it and then throw it away.
So the moving on happens immediately.
Immediately.
There is no
gap.
No wandering around.
No, why should you wander? You can't. The soul cannot exist without a body.
Oh.
Even if it is there are so many yonis.
Yeah.
Even a pret yoni is a yoni.
Oh.
There are many yonis which we do not know.
But pret doesn't have soul, no? I thought yoni is always something which has soul.
The pret has a soul. Who says it doesn't have?
Because the soul has exited.
You read Bhagwad?
I haven't.
Dhundakari, story of Dhundakari, Dhundli, Dhundkari and Gokarna.
No, I don't know.
Read it.
Okay.
Dhundkari was a ill-behaved person, died, got a pret yoni. Read anywhere, it is called a pret yoni. You understand?
Yeah.
Any yoni has a soul. So Dhundukari was in Pret Yoni. He Gokarna recited the Bhagavad. He heard it and then released himself from that. So the soul has already, system is set that the front foot goes forward, then the back foot.
Oh.
So there is no question of not means having anything and being in a limbo. That question does not arise. And
then how far does my memory come along with me when I'm maybe
you are
taking...
lucky
Okay.
that Lord Krishna told Arjuna, Bahuni me gatitani janmani tavacha Arjuna. यानी तेरे और मेरे बहुत जन्म बीत गए, अनंत, unlimited births we have taken.
Correct.
But you are lucky soul that you don't remember anything. And I, being the Supreme Lord, remember everything about you and me, both. We are lucky that we don't remember.
I agree.
Why?
My God,
we are so messed up with one life.
Yeah, it will be mayhem. Yeah.
Remembering past and remembering present of this life and worrying about the future of this life. If we knew past and future, just think what would have happened to us.
So then that happens immediately.
What?
The washing off of the memory.
Yes.
Immediately.
Immediately.
But then that sounds very less scary. I'm less scared about death then. I thought...
I'm not scared about death.
I am. Because I always thought it's going to be
what?
The unsettling fact that, you cannot see your family anymore. But if my memories gets washed off immediately, then I don't even know. It's like waking up from a dream.
You are dead. Where's the family? The soul has no family. The body has a family.
Yeah.
And the day you die or I die,
yeah.
Today I am Krishnadas.
Yeah.
If I die,
yeah.
After 1 hour you will say, take the body.
Yeah.
When somebody dies, you say, take the body. After that, the relation is finished. Your emotions are there. He was a nice person. You never.
So the emotions stay with the dead person.
Dead body is gone.
No, the soul.
Soul is gone.
Cannot remember the emotions. Nothing.
You are lucky you're not remembering.
Yeah, of course. It's a very relieving, in fact, revelation.
If you had remembered,
yeah, it would.
Then it would have been a total mess.
Yeah.
Only he remembers everything about you and everything about himself.
So certainly the next birth is from. It depends on your deeds and karmas and everything.
Sanchit Karma, Prarabdha, Purusharth, everything is involved.
Okay.
So that's all decided, never in a limbo.
And it can also happen in other yonis than human.
Means?
You can also take birth in another
animal or... Obviously you will. You go through every yoni.
But they say you've reached human yoni after a lot of travel, right?
Yeah.
So it goes on.
So you are not guaranteed a human yoni next time. Whoever told you?
No, I don't know. I'm asking.
You get a yoni according to your karmas. There is no guarantee that you are going to get, because you got a human body just now, you are going to get human body next time. Not necessary. That is what we have done in this human form. It all depends on what we have done. If you eat, drink and be merry, then you don't expect to get a human body again.
Okay, scary again.
Obviously. That is why you have to be good.
And do your best.
Because
you have such
a chance
resourceful life.
In this human body, you have a chance.
Yeah.
You take it or you waste it. It's up to you. You're not going to get it again every time. It's a fallacy to think that then once I got a human body, I'm going to get a human body. Never.
Wow.
You may not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can never get.
Of course, yeah.
You may not.
Yeah, it's all in your hand. Alright, on that note, Swamiji, I'd like to move on with the third verse. So the next verse is from chapter 6, verse 31. Sarvabhuta sthitam yo mam bhajate kattvamastitah sarvatha vartamanopi sayogi mai vartate, which translates to the yogi who is established in union with me and worships me as the supreme soul residing in all beings dwells only in me, though engaged in all kinds of activities. Again, this is something I think most of our viewers, even if you've not seen Gita, must have heard of this concept, that try to see God in everything, every being. This gets a bit unsettling, Swamiji, when you see some heinous crimes being done in India or in all over the
All over
world,
the
in
world.
fact. Yes, absolutely. So the whole idea of trying to see God in them and having compassion and trying to understand is very unsettling.
I know.
Also, it's very hard to believe that if there is only one source to all of us, how can somebody, that great source, how can it get so deviated, or how can somebody
Okay.
get down to that level? It's very difficult to even ask this question.
No, it's not difficult. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Now there are two things. First, you heard that see God in everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Leave those people apart. The one you were talking about. Leave them apart. Are you able to see God in others?
No, not at all. But I am very well. At least I have reached a stage where I try to. So every time I'm angry or I don't like someone, I tell myself it's okay. It's okay. There is God in everyone.
First step is for everybody.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get a excuse. I can't see God because see how he is behaving, He is bad, he is bad, he is bad. Forget. If you can't, leave them aside for once. Whoever are normal,
At least try. Start there.
have you tried seeing God in those people or no? This is an excuse that people get of not starting. At least see God in good people.
Yeah.
Start with that. You are entering first grade in school and you want to behave like a PhD. Never happens. You are in the first standard. Take a first standard A, B, C, D. Start with that. You can't write notes on economics, theory of diminishing marginal utility if you don't know ABCD. So first start. Don't get excuses of not starting. How can I see God in these people? They are doing crimes, they are heinous crimes and this. Fine, leave them aside. There are 75% who are normal, right?
Yeah.
Can you see God in them? Try. Out of that, 25% are really good people.
Yeah.
Can you see God in them? Try. Out of that, at least 5% are saintly, at least devotional. Can you see God in them?
It is
Try.
difficult. Yeah.
Start with at least seeing God in those people who are spiritual, those people who are devotional. Start with that. Reaching there is different. Start here. Second question, it is difficult for me to understand why, if there is God in everybody, how can they behave so badly? How can do? Have you read Ramayana?
No.
You know the story?
Yeah.
Have you read Krishna Charitra?
In parts.
Lord Krishna. You know the story? Basic story?
Yeah.
Ram ji, Sita ji, Ravan, Kumbhakarna, Krishna Bhagwan, Radharani, Kans, Shishupal, Dantavakra. If in times of Ram there was Ravan, yes or no?
Yeah.
There were Danavs, there were Rakshas. In times of
Right.
when Ramji was here,
Yeah.
when Krishna Bhagwan was here, there was Kans, yes or no?
Yeah.
There were Rakshas,
Yeah.
yes.
Asuras. Yeah.
When at his time they were there, at this time they are there, what is the problem? These two powers will always be there, the good and the bad.
Absolutely. But the question is, the source of bad is also God.
Yes.
That's what we just read, right?
Yes, because who are these people? In case of Ramji, Ravan, Kumbhakarna, etc. In case of Krishna Bhagwan, Kans, Dantavakra, Shishupal. Who are these people? If you read the scriptures, ultimately they are Vishnu Bhagwan's Parshads, Sevaks. There's a story that at one point of time, Jai Vijay were the doormen of Vishnu Bhagwan. You must be.
Yeah.
Sankadik Rishis, all four of them, thought, okay, let's go and visit. And Vishnu Bhagwan was in his abode. Jai Vijay was standing there. They tried to enter and Jai Vijay stopped them. You can't go. Whereas they know that they have full permission to go anywhere in the universe. They cannot be stopped. So Sankadik Rishi, they don't get angry. Never. Jai Vijay are perfect. They never make a mistake. But Vishnu Bhagwan wanted to create some story, some Leela, something for us to sing about. And he knew I am going to go as Ram, he knew I am going to go as Krishna Bhagwan. So they stopped. And Sankadik Rishi got angry. They never get angry. But everything is controlled by the supreme power. They said, okay, you are behaving like Rakshas, go and become Rakshas. For three births. What is this? How did we stop you? And how did you get angry and curse us? There's something wrong. They instantly realized, okay. Then they said, okay, when you go become Rakshas, you will be the first grade. You will not be normal. Because you are Jai Vijay. Even if you become Rakshas, you will be of the top grade. You will not be normal. So, Bhagwan will have to come, reincarnate himself, take a birth, and then come and kill you.
Oh my
So the story starts.
Oh, I didn't know this.
So you don't think they are Rakshas. They are ultimately from that, just for you and me to be able to sing their charitra, sing their pastimes, sing their leelas. This has been created for us. So Lord Ram came, killed Ravan, killed Kumbhakaran. Lord Krishna came, killed Kans, Shupal, Dantavakra.
But then Swamiji, this brings up another question which was not on the list. Everything is destined, then what are we doing? If the remote control is up there.
Yeah, remote control is up there for us. Only if we give the remote control. Do you give your remote control to him at present?
No.
I did this, I took an interview, I have a YouTube channel, I this,
Yeah.
I.
Absolutely.
And a saint will say, he made me do this. Look, he is so kind that he made me speak.
True.
What is the difference?
Yeah, this is no,
They have
full
given.
of ahankar and no ahankar.
They have given.
Yeah, they
So
have given.
our
the
soul is bound with Maya. Man, Buddhi, Chit, Ahankar is bound with Maya. We are working, behaving, acting under the control of Maya. Jeev, Shiv,
Yeah.
the soul, the Lord. There's a curtain of Maya.
Correct.
As long as
You don't
we are
pass
seeing through Maya, we are seeing everything through Maya. So we are blinded.
Yeah.
For a saint, that curtain has been removed. Direct connection.
Direct connection.
Till you get that direct connection, that curtain will be there. Even though he is controlling, were you able to choose your parents? Place of birth, time of death, your normal character, your intelligence? There's nothing you have chosen. Already he has controlled you.
But again, another question which is off the list, Swamiji. But if we are saying this, then isn't it my own karma that has landed me in the place where I have born, to the parents that I have born, to the way I look and the way I talk, or my intelligence? So then the remote control happens to be in my hand.
You have had unlimited, infinite births. In that you have done infinite good, infinite bad. Even if you do one good in one life and one bad in one life, it is a matter of infinite. You understand infinite?
Yeah.
There is no limit. The number of births we have taken, there is no limit to it. So even one in each gives you an infinite number of good, infinite number of bad. Out of those good and bad, the Lord chooses for this birth
Certain.
certain good, certain bad that you have to enjoy and you have to suffer. That becomes your
You mean
Bhagya.
Oh, okay.
That is your package. In this life, you have to suffer this good, bad, you have to enjoy this good. That it becomes a package. In a human form, you have given an added benefit of doing new good karma or bad karma. That's up to you. You have a torch, you go and see the Lord, or you go and see the gutter. Up to you. So remote control already is controlling. But the more new karma you do, you're adding. And the less I do, by giving my remote control to him, like he told Arjun, what did he tell him last? Okay, you
just go ahead and
go ahead, fight, but you're not fighting.
Yeah, because you're not attached to it, so you're just doing it because you're supposed to do it. It is karma.
Yes. So you do, but think about me.
Yeah.
Do my chintan.
And just
kill anybody, doesn't matter. Why?
Yeah.
Because your mind is attached to me. Then you're not going to suffer the fruits of what you're doing.
You're just a medium.
If we go to that level, then he will control our everything. My remote control will be in his hands. At present, in human form, we are not giving our remote control to him.
And it's a problem.
The person who does that, done.
Okay.
We are, because we think we are doing, because of the power of Maya, that is why we are suffering. The day
the remote control is
that's
there.
Done.
Yeah.
So remote, he has.
I get it, yeah. But there's a cover of Maya.
We are
wrapped in.
And as long as I think I am doing. Till that time, he will say, okay, you do. You're adding to your karmas. Keep adding. Good or bad. Ultimately, they are bondage.
Exactly. Even the good karma is
bondage.
Bondage.
Bad, bondage. That is why the first question. Do whatever good you want to do. Do your effort. Then
don't attach yourself. Yeah.
If you can do that, the solution
comes in. The bondage doesn't happen, right? If I'm doing karma and I'm not expecting anything in return, or not attaching myself.
Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Everything you do
is
a sacrifice to Krishna.
It's up to you.
Yeah. Wow.
If you give me the fruit, happy. If you don't give me the fruit, happy. We have a small line in Vrindavan, very famous. राजी हैं हम उसी में जिसमें तेरी रजा है. राजी हैं हम उसी में जिसमें तेरी रजा है. यहाँ यूं भी वाह वाह है और यूं भी वाह वाह है. You give, I'm happy. If you don't give, I'm happy. For us, we feel that as long as he gives, he is nice.
Yeah.
And slightly, if he doesn't give, why me? You have to do this with me or what did I do?
Yeah.
So that is our problem. That is why we are facing and we are suffering the fruits of our karmas. As logical, it is very simple.
Yeah.
यहाँ यूं भी वाह वाह है और यूं भी वाह वाह. If you can reach that stage, do what you want, make your effort, work hard as you want, and then relax. If he wants to give you the fruit, fine. If he doesn't want to give you, fine. Arjun got everything, won the war, and what happened? Ultimately he left and went away.
Yeah.
Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yuddhacha. Kept thinking about the Lord.
Yeah.
Lord Krishna told him, you think about me, put your mind in me, and do whatever you want to do with the body. Then you will not have to face the consequences. If we can do that, whatever little percentage. I am not saying that a person in the world can, okay, you said this, okay, I'll do it. Try. At least take admission. When we take admission in the first standard, we don't say, okay, I will become a lawyer, I will become. You start school.
Enjoy the process, just start, yeah.
Enjoy. At least start.
Yeah.
Then we will not be bound. You work hard, do what you want, and leave it. And that's a better way of doing. Because you have worked as your best. Now you have no control over the result. So might as well leave it. If it is fruitful, fine. If it is not fruitful, यहाँ यूं भी हुआ है और यूं भी हुआ. This one line, if you can write it on your desk, राजी है हम उसी में जिसमें तेरी रजा है.
That could be the mind dusting every
Every
day.
day.
Act,
revision.
Revision, yeah, that could be.
Every day you need to revise.
I agree.
Every day.
I know.
And whenever you see your TV, you think, if there is dust on it, what happens?
No fun.
No fun.
Absolutely. Oh my God, Swamiji, this was such an amazing session, I have to say, because it's been very long. I've been wanting to, get a perspective on these shlokas. And like I said, there are times when you understand, there are times everything just goes, there are times when you get different perspectives. I don't know how to thank you. Thank you so much. I'll always value this conversation.
You're most welcome. And I'm happy that I could answer your questions.
You totally did. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe.